Well, I'd like to take a moment to explain the TA tree because this came about. A client of mine said, all these tools and TA diagrams are so good, but maybe you can put them in a diagram on one piece of paper that helps me understand how they all fit together. And I thought that was a great idea. And so what I came up with was a diagram of a healthy tree, and I put 7 areas of TA that I felt especially a new student of TA would really benefit from learning and understanding that all elements work together to create a happy life. And I came up with a TA tree that is a tree that is flourishing. It has a good root system. It has healthy soil. And then the tree itself, as it grows, has beautiful leaves and strong branches. And I took 7 areas of TA that I thought were important for students and people new to TA to understand, and kind of use the metaphor of having a healthy foundation in life is like having a healthy soil if you were a tree. And so, for instance, in the TA tree, there are 2 elements that really support a healthy soil system, and that is the TA philosophy and the 4 permissions. That gives a person the knowledge and the understanding that they're okay, and the permission to grow and be themselves. Their root system, if you will, can grow and move in the direction and be deep and strong. Also, a healthy tree is one that requires regular maintenance. And so in the TA world, there's 5 areas that we study that help us understand what area of life do I need some work. Do my ego states need looking at? Do I need to look at the transactions and the strokes that I get and give between other people? Maybe it's the area of my life that says I'm not structuring my time well. It also could be that the overarching theme of my life is one that I'm not okay, or maybe I'm okay but you're not okay. And finally, the last branch is that of contracts. Do we make and keep our agreements? And so by using the metaphor of a tree and showing it on a diagram that you see here, it sort of helps a new student understand all the elements of TA, identify where they're doing all right and where they may need some work. And so that is going to be the purpose of the TA tree and the diagram that you see. Also, our next book is called The TA Project, TA Explains How You Get Stuck. So we use those 7 areas of TA that you've already studied, and we then add more information to say, well, here's where perhaps you might be stuck or gone off the rails, or you have an opportunity to put some work and some attention so that you can, again, begin to live the life that you really want. And so you're going to see that in our next book. The tree isn't flourishing. The tree has a weak root system and not very flourishing branches. But the great news is it's a metaphor for now that you know what's wrong, how can you get better? And that, I think, is one of the best aspects of TA. It tells you this is where you are going off the rails, but by the same token, here's what you do to get better. And that, I think, is helpful for anyone who's studying transactional analysis.